Welcome to episode 164 of the Sports Marketing Machine podcast, powered by Revelocity Sports, the show that helps you sell more tickets and grow your fan base. I'm your host, Jeremy Neisser. Last episode 163, we talked about why your fan experience feels inconsistent and how that inconsistency is quietly costing you ticket sales and actually quietly costing you the ability to grow your fan base even faster. So if you haven't listened to that yet, go back. I'll put a link in the show notes. Check it out because it really sets the stage for this episode. Today, we are going to get tactical. We're going to build a list, the always do list and the never do list. These rules that your entire organization can actually use to create a consistent fan experience. Because remember, you don't scale great service with motivation, you scale it with clarity. Let's get going. Let's set the stage as we start to dive into the tactical side of things, and the easiest way to do that is a quick reminder from the last episode. Most teams don't have a customer service problem, they have a consistency problem. One person is great, one person is average, and another one creates unnecessary friction. Same brand, different experiences for the fans. And those fans, they don't separate your concessions department from your parking and ticket takers and ushers, or even your ticket sellers. They don't typically say, hey, that employee wasn't great. They say, hey, this experience was frustrating, or this team is frustrating. The goal here isn't perfection, it's actually consistency. So how do you build your always do, never do list? I'm going to give you one huge takeaway. Don't overcomplicate this. So before I give you the list, let's talk about how to think about it, because this is where I've seen some teams overthink it, they overcomplicate it, and over-engineer it, and it really gets crazy. They try to build 20 rules, 30 rules, full manuals. They try to do all of these things. That's not the core piece here. What it is you really need 5 to 7 always and 5 to 7 never. That's it. You don't need much more than that. The goal simply needs to be easy to remember, easy to train, and easy to reinforce. If your staff can't remember it, they won't use it. If your staff cannot remember it, they won't use it. So clarity will always win. It needs to be easy to remember, easy to train, and easy to reinforce. So, what your team should always do. These are the non-negotiables. These are just a few starter ideas. Maybe your team's got other ideas. But at the very least, I'm going to lay these out for you. And you can say, yep, these are great. I'm going to take a few of these. Or, you know what? I see where he's going here. I'm going to take a few of these and then create my own. However you want to do it, great. But don't do more than 5 or 7 because you're just going to make yourself even more crazy, truth be told. All right. So these are the always. These are the non-negotiables. Always respond the same day. Speed equals trust. If someone reaches out to you and hears nothing back for a day, 2 days, a week, the momentum is gone. Even if you don't have the answer, respond. That right there in itself says, hey, I may not know what's going on with this, but let me tell you what, I'm going to connect you with my colleague who knows all about it. Or, hey, you know what, let me get right back to you. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to go find out for you. Like that person feels heard, validated, whatever it may be. Could be a concern about something in the concessions. People could be asking if you have gluten-free options. Like it could be a variety of so many different things, but always respond the same day if possible. Number 2. Just make it easy for folks to do business with you. This is a big one. Obviously, I'm in the ticket selling business and helping you grow your tickets and sell more tickets and grow your fan base. Clear pricing, clear options, clear steps. I put together a a couple episodes on making it easier for your group's sales pages to buy from. I'm going to put a link in the show notes for those as well, because I think this is also part of this. If you're always thinking about, hey, how do we make it easier for folks to do business with us? Clear pricing, clear options, clear steps. If the buying feels like work, you're not going to sell more and more each year. They simply won't do it. If the person who's on there trying to buy a group or buy season tickets or single game tickets, they have to hop through all of these hoops, they simply will not do it. They just won't do it. So if your buying feels like work, they're not going to do it. So be thinking about, how do I make it easier for folks to buy from us? Always give a clear next step. And this is a great one for the ticket sales side or even the parking side. As people are coming in and you're taking their parking tickets, give them a clear next step, where to go, what to do. And this is where I see a lot of teams miss, right? Don't end with, let me know what you think. End with, hey, do you want me to hold these seats? Should I send you a couple options? Or, hey, there's a spot right here, park here. Like, guide the fan forward. Whatever it may be, guide them. Help them get closer and closer to less making decisions of things and making it easier for them to do business with you. This is another one, and this is one that actually gets me going and gets me on a soapbox here, especially in places like Walmart and some of these other places you go shopping. Always assume confusion is your fault. If a fan is confused, something isn't clear. Not that they didn't read it. Instead, if they are confused, you should look at yourself in the mirror and say, how do we make this simpler? How do we provide more clarity around this so folks understand what's actually happening? If they are constantly getting lots of questions about how much hot dogs are at your arena or your ballpark or your pitch, like it tells me that you probably need to put a sign up that says hot dogs cost this much, or they can't figure out where to park and you're getting a lot of questions about parking. Like, always assume the confusion is your fault, not the fans. Sure, sometimes they don't read. You and I know that. And me, as someone who buys tickets and goes to sporting events and do things just like you do, there are certain situations where we just scroll past it because our life is busy. And so is your customers. So is your fans. They don't have time to read all the fine print and all of those things. You got it. Make it simpler for them. So if something isn't clear and they're confused, that is a great opportunity for you to clean things up. Number 5, always follow up with interested fans. Like, this is 101 Sales 101. Someone clicks and opens and asks a question on your website, submits a form, or sends an email. They're interested. A lot of teams drop the ball there. Always follow it up with fans that are raising their hand and they're interested in something. Number 6, idea that you could use on the always do bucket. Always prepare the fan before they arrive. This is massive. These know before you go emails are fantastic. And Major League level, NHL, MLB, I've spoken to numerous for different episodes before this one for sure, that we've talked about know before you go and educating the fans about the experience that they've signed up for and getting them ready for it. I know concerts are starting to do this more and more, as well as a lot of other sporting events. So this is huge. If you could tell them where to park, when to arrive, where to go, it's a smoother start. It starts off the experience so much better if you can tell them in advance. So there you go. We've got 6 always do's. Now, there might be some things you want to tweak here for more inside your arena or inside your ballpark, and that's totally fine. Go for it. But these are just some ideas to get you going. All right, now let's move to the never do section here. This is what your team should never do. Never make the fans search for information. If they have to dig, they're gone. They're going to leave because they have to do work, and it shouldn't have to be work for folks to be able to do business with you, or at the least, very least rather, they get frustrated. And if they get frustrated, you got a lot more work to do. Not only do you have to get them unfrustrated, but then you have to kind of provide them with the information that they need and provide it in a sympathetic or empathetic manner. Like, you don't need to do all that if you make it easier for fans to do business with you. So never make the fans search for information. Don't overcomplicate your offers. Too many options equals no decision. Clarity always converts. I love bringing up this example. When was the last time you went to the Cheesecake Factory? They give you a menu the size of the Bible, and you are sifting through there. There's too many options. So it takes so long for folks to be able to place their order and to get their food, because the first 20 minutes is really just going through the menu and seeing what you want. I call it the Cheesecake Factory issue here. When there's too many options, it leads to a very slow or even no decision. Clarity always converts. I mean, you look at Chick-fil-A, you look at In-N-Out Burger here in California, they're very fast because their menu is easy to read, and folks look at it and they know exactly what they're getting. Clarity will always convert, because when you confuse people, you lose them. All right, never treat every fan the same. A first-time buyer is different than a group leader who is different than a season ticket holder. They should not get the same experience. They definitely should not get the same messaging, but they should not get the same experience at all times. I know there's some situations you want to make sure that your experience is exactly the same for everyone. And I strive for that in some cases, but if someone's coming to your arena or your ballpark for the first time, they've never been before, you want to make it feel like you're rolling out the red carpet for them. Same thing as a season ticket holder, or a group leader rather. This is the first time they booked a block of tickets to come out, or a suite night or what have you. You got to make their experience exceptional because you want them to come back. Season ticket holders, it's a relationship business for them. They want to have a relationship with someone in your office that makes them feel special, and they build this relationship, friendship, and you could even say that's what they want, right? So sometimes these experiences are going to be a little bit different from season ticket holders to group leaders to first-time buyers. Never pass the fan around. And I know what you're thinking, Jeremy, you just said earlier, always do to kind of introduce, right? Yes, but how you do it is what I'm saying. Never let me transfer you. Not my department. That's friction. Own the problem and kind of solve it. Hey, I've tagged my colleague. He's going to help us. I'm here with you. If you need anything additionally, I'm with you. So there's a little bit of a handoff, but I know there's a gray area here, but don't feel like the fan is getting passed around. I hate that when I'm calling a bank about some sort of credit card issue or what have you. It's so annoying. You don't want to be treated that way, and neither do your fans. This is a big one for the ticket sales team. Number 5, never disappear after the sale. This is where a lot of teams fail. They make the sale, then they move on. The sale's not the finish line. It is the beginning of the experience. So don't disappear after you make the sale. This is just the beginning of them experiencing what it's like to be a part of your organization and have so much fun at your game or games. All right, so how do you actually use this? This is where it actually becomes real for your team. Don't just write it down and forget it. Put it everywhere. Staff meetings, training sessions, printed cards that every staff member has in their pocket, locker rooms. It's on the back of the name tags of staff that they're wearing around during games. Put it in a lot of different places, concession stands. Make sure everyone has it when you do your preseason training. If you're doing a midseason update training on some things, make sure you bring it up. It's at the concessions when you're a concession worker, because the power of this is repetition. And better yet, build this with your team. You want to sit down with them and say, okay, here's a few ideas for the always do and the never do. What should we add? What should we subtract? What should we never do? What should we always do, right? When you've got the team sharing ideas and they're building it, and you are very concise about your messaging around these things, they're going to remember it, because clarity always wins. So once you get your ideas, and maybe you take a few of these and you bring it to the team and everyone brainstorms and you throw it together on paper, put it in the chat GPT and say, hey, I'm trying to do an always do, never do list, or Claude, or any of your favorite AI that you want to use, and say, hey, make these super simple because we know that clarity always wins. And then you put it all together and then you share it out. Like everything from that, the team is going to enjoy because it's going to be super simple for them to be able to know exactly what to do, when to do it, and more importantly, how you do it as an organization. So here's my challenge to you. Take 30 minutes this week, next week, whatever it is. Sometime soon, sit down with your staff, or maybe you're the external relations director, chief operating officer, general manager. Take 30 minutes and build your list. What are 5 to 7 always do's? What are 5 to 7 never do's? Then ask, would everybody in my organization follow this today? Because if the answer is no, well, that's your opportunity, because the teams that win long-term, that are consistently building their fan base and are active in the community and are selling more tickets, and they have sponsors that are looking to be invested even more with the organizations, aren't the ones with the best promotions. They're the ones that make it easiest and the best experience for fans to come back to. So, I'm going to wrap this puppy up. If you have found value in this episode, or the last one, or even any of them, truth be told, take a moment, pop one over to Spotify or even Apple, leave a rating or a review. It would mean the world to me, but more importantly, it would get this podcast in front of people who are just like you, people who are trying to sell more tickets and grow your fan base. If you need help with this always do, never do, and starting to put these together, and you're trying to figure this out, like, hey, hop over to my website, schedule a 30-minute call. Happy to chat with you, completely free. I'm in the business to helping you get more people to your games and grow and develop. So if you're looking for some free help here, pop over to the website, schedule a call. I'm more than happy to help. So until next time, keep rocking, keep working hard. We appreciate everything that you're doing, but looking forward to hearing all of the great things that you're doing in your arenas and your ballparks and continuing to grow to get more people to your games. Until next time.